Well, hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video here on Conan Exiles. We are here once again, bringing you another fun little guide video. Hopefully not too long this one, just a quick brief look into, yeah, you guessed it by my four-legged friend stood next to me, horses. Yeah, this is one of the horses on our server that we own that I've just taken out for a run. This is Licorice, she's doing pretty good. As you can see, she's wearing a saddle at the moment. This is the Warhorse heavy saddle, which is a defensive saddle, and we'll get into those in a moment because we've got some fun things to show you over there, some different horses to have a look at, and we'll take a quick look at saddles and what bits of food are best to give them for leveling up and keeping your horses going in Conan Exiles. Alright then, so here we go. Okay, so you've been out, you've had a look around, you've captured your foal, or you've captured a couple of foals. You've brought them back to your base, you've popped them in your animal pen, and again, depending on the server you play on, whether it's a instant taming or it takes time. Yeah, I know, I'm talking about you lot, you noisy beggars. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, if it's instant taming, these will tame instantly just as other pets do and as thralls do. They will appear inside the actual stables, and what you'll get is either one that looks like this, which I sort of call this a dusty grey colour, or like that, or you may get one that is a cream, sort of light brown if you will, kind of colour. You can also get one with sort of a white stripe down the nose that looks like a sort of what I call chocolate brown colour as well. You can also get the patchwork pattern, I like to call it. Reminds me of a cow because of the brown and the white, but similar one like that. Or you can get these in the black and the white. Now these look like this because if you look on your menu on the right hand side at the very beginning, you'll notice once you've unlocked this stable master, there's various different horse pictures here as there is animals. Now for example, where that says there, black horse, you'll need one tainted fodder, which you make with, let me get this correct, aloe leaves, gruel and yellow lotus on your alchemist bench. I'll show you that at the end just so that you know. And then depending on which foal you got, or which horse you've got rather that you've tamed up, will depend on which one of these black horses you'll be able to use. So like that one there, you have to get that colour. Or if you want to get a black horse but you've got the patchwork horse, you use those. You have the horse in your inventory, you craft that, and what that will essentially do is turn one of those other horses into whichever one you've chosen, so either the black horse or the white horse, and the black one, which is got one over here. This is Licorice, this is one of my horses on my server that have just been training up a little bit, and as you can see Licorice here is wearing a saddle, and this, if I am correct, is the Warhorse saddle heavy. This comes in three versions, the heavy, the medium and the light, and these saddles focus on defense. So the better the saddle, the more defense it gives the horse. They don't automatically come with defense, it all depends when you get the horse, as you can see on the right hand side there, what they come with in their defense at the bottom. As to, so their grit, so their armor bonus, that's what they come with. And you can also see in there as well, just to show you the different numbers, so they still have the same as a thrall: strength, agility, vitality, grit. Now if you feed them something called Azura's Glory, which again you get from the Highlands, that will give them a triple stat, which will give them a bonus to their strength, the vitality and the grit, so that can be pretty useful for them. If you're just starting out and you want to boost their strength, you can, excuse me, give them desert berries. Let them eat lots of desert berries, they're really easy to find sort of all around the river, especially up towards the jungle. There are a lot of desert berry bushes around right on the edge of the water. Feed them those and that will increase their strength. If you want to get their vitality up, which typically people use horses for just getting around the map, certainly in PvE we tend to use them more just for mobility and getting around. If you want them to survive, you want them to have a decent amount of vitality, then you want to chop down whatever trees you can get that are the sort of smaller sprig looking trees, I would call them, and they will give you vines, and if you feed them to your horse, the vines will give them a vitality bonus. But if you can get to endgame, or you can get up into the highlands, either give them leavening agent, that can be helpful for them as well, but the Azorius Glory, as you see there, gives them triple stats. So as I say, these are two bonus ones, the black or the white horse you can get, and the chocolate brown one I was talking about is a little bit lighter than this horse, but slightly darker than the brown on that one, and has like a white, like that one has the white down its nose, it's pretty much similar to that. So these are the different ones that you can get. You also unlock the Saddler's Workbench, and as you can just see for a few examples there, we've got some different saddles just to show you there. That's the Warhorse Saddle Light, which is defense again, medium, and the heavy, which you saw on the horse over there. You can also get the Savage Cavalier, which is built for speed, so if you want your horse to be a bit quicker, use this saddle on them. You've got the Aquilonian Scout, which is maneuverability, so if you want your horse to be really agile and able to go on a little bit longer and be a bit quicker, this is a really good one to use if you just want them to be able to manoeuvre out of trouble nice and quick and easy, then use that one. Then we've got the Cordaven Tackand Saddle, which is another one again, maneuverability, so it's pretty similar to the Aquilonian, so either of those two, but if you've got the nicer looking one, to be honest, the Aquilonian one is really nice. Then you've got the Noble set, so the Noble Saddle, which is the light, maneuverability again. The Poltain Warhorse Saddle, that's defense again. And then the Silent Legion Warhorse, defense again. And then there's just some other different ones here. This is the Numidian, if you got the Numidian DLC. You can see those there. And then we've got the Argosian Cavalier, so speed, defense, maneuverability again. Pretty self-explanatory when you come to do these. It will tell you all the different saddles you've unlocked. Once you've unlocked them on the right there, you'll be able to see what it takes to craft them. Now you can either use a blacksmith or an armourer on this bench, as we do mention in the video that I've recently done talking about all the different stations. Link for this will be at the end of this video, check that one out if you haven't seen it. But yeah, armourer or blacksmith, I use a shield right armourer, just potentially gives the saddle a bit more armour. Blacksmith is fine as well though, as long as they are a named one ideally. So a named blacksmith or a named armourer, pop them on there and you can craft your saddles on there. And then obviously to place them on your horse, all you literally do if you're on console is hold your interact button, go to open inventory, you would click on the saddle in your left menu, come over here to the right, click X, and it will put it on the horse for you. Even without a saddle, they come with the 10 slots. This one's only got 9 available now, because as you can see she has some Azorius Glory in there, but that's really good for mid to end game, I'd say, for leveling them up, give them the Azorius Glory. And you can get many different ones, as I say, in the jungle and in the highlands, but jungle is definitely the best spot to maybe get some, because all you've got to do, especially if you're down here on the river where we are, is if you make your way up here, and if I just zoom in a bit here now, come past this island here, and then sort of all along this stretch down here, right on the edge of the water, to where the jungle entrance is kind of there, so all around here, all up this bit, but certainly opposite this island in this little area here, you'll find 3, 4, maybe even 5 full spawns, depending on the server that you play on, as to how whether anybody's been there and taken them recently. Other than that, in the highlands you've got kind of anywhere from around here, sort of all around this middle area. They are a bit more tricky to find, you've got wolves and bears and other things to deal with. So if you want an easy way to get a horse, personally, I'd come down here to the jungle and get them from there. What you can do is, once you've tamed your horse, if you want to have another one tamed ready in case you need to use them, because they take a while to tame, if you take that horse out of your stable rather than placing them, if you don't want to place them yet because you don't want to take up space in your base, this is just something for example here, as you can see there, just using this for something like that. So but if you pop some ice in a preservation box and stick them in there, they will actually keep in there until you're ready to use them, and they won't expire if you don't want a lot of horses just placed all around your base. So that was quite simple. Like I say, just a quick beginner's introduction to horses. Obviously you can't ride these ones without a saddle, you do need a saddle for them. However, the undead horse, I think that doesn't, or it may do, but the white horse, as I said, it looks like a blue glowy horse, that one you actually don't need a saddle for. You can actually ride that one without a saddle. So if you change that one for yourself, you'd be absolutely fine. And yeah, so what I'll do now is I'll just quickly go to an alchemist bench and show you how we make up the tainted fodder. Alright, so a quick look there. As you can see, I'm on my improved alchemist bench, and to make this tainted fodder, to make this different horse, we will need one gruel, one yellow lotus and one aloe leaf. Simple as that. So what you then do is keep that tainted fodder in your inventory, get the horse that you want, whichever one you're going to use, craft it in your inventory, and then when you place the horse down you'll see that it looks either like the black horse or the white horse, the undead horse, or the other white horse, whichever one you've chosen. So there we go. Right, I'm going to hop over to the jungle and I'll show you whereabouts on the river that you need to look for the foals. So I'll catch you in a second. Alright, welcome back. Well, here we are in a very wet and miserable jungle, well, the edge of it anyway. As you can see, I'm just here. So we came up the river from down there. You're going to come across here, and then if you start to walk around this area, I know there's at least one here because I heard it when I landed in. But as you can see, if I walk up here, there's one right there. Wandering around, and then if you carry on along here, you kind of have to really have a sharp eye sometimes because they can be wandering and you can miss them really easy. There are a couple of shellbacks around here as well. I am obviously cloaked and in god mode, so nothing will attack me, but just bear that in mind. If there are a couple of corrupted shellbacks around here, they will go at you, which is a bit of a pain, but that's just what they do. It's the way they work in the game. But if you keep looking around here, as I say, we've found that one at the moment, but there are sometimes more than one. It would all depend if anybody has been here just recently and obviously taken on it. They should all be here on this server because this is my own server that I use, so there shouldn't be any reason why there isn't any more yet. But if we keep wandering, yeah, there we go, you see another one there, bobbing up and down like a crazy thing. So that's two. And then check this hill as well, because sometimes there can be some up here. You do have the birds up here as well, so you'll have to be wary of them, but have a look around here as well. Oh yeah, see there's another one there, so that's at least three. That's at least three here at the moment. But if they all spawn, they're all sort of within this area. Oh, another one there, four, so there you go, one, two, the one just back here that we saw, and then the other one further back down. Just to show you again, I'm here, so you're going to come from this top corner, which is round about, if we check on our map, K, so you're in K, and you want to be in about K5, so K5 down into L4, K5 into L4, so down on that angle, just all on this strip around here. If you run around here, you'll find 3 or 4, if not 5 if you're lucky. And that's where you get them in the jungle. As I said, a little bit more difficult to point out in the video just now for the highlands, but it's pretty much not in the Mountains of the Dead area, but sort of anywhere from here all around this area. There may be some down in this bit, but typically I think they're around this sort of area up here, somewhere wandering a bit more and it's a bit more open. Well, alright then guys, on that note, this is just another nice quick one, quick introduction to horses. There's probably a lot more we could go into, but I want to keep this basic and simple, especially for new people. If you have any questions, comments, leave them in the comment section down below. Give me a like if you enjoyed this so we can push it out to more people. great to have so many subscribers in the family now. Great that you're all with us. We just reached our first little milestone on Thursday of 100 subscribers, so we're on the way. We're doing good. So thank you to all those who have subbed, especially those new ones who just joined us recently. Hello and welcome. Great to have you with us. If you haven't subbed yet, why haven't you? It's totally free to do. It just means you get to see any future live streams if we do any or the next content that we upload. Whether that be on Conan Exiles or eventually in the future, maybe covering another game, who knows. But at the moment, we are sticking with Conan. We're especially looking forward to what the next stage will be. Who knows? Let me know in the comments down below if you have any ideas what you think the next stage is going to be. And yeah, there'll be a link at the end of this one, as I say, for the stations video, so you can have a look at all the different crafting stations if you haven't seen that one. And also a link to my Ultimate Troll Guide, just to give you a refresher if you're a veteran player or a brand new player looking for what the best stuff is to give to your thrall that you've got. Check that video out as well if you haven't seen it. And until I see you guys in the next one, I shall say goodbye. So until the next one, guys, stay safe, take it easy. Bye for now.